Stocks plunging deep into the red today, closing near session lows. The S&P falling more than 3%, the Nasdaq over 4%, and the Dow dropping nearly 750 points to fall below 30,000 for the first time since January of last year. So with all this red in the market, what can we expect next? Who better to turn to than Chartmaster Carter Worth of Worth Charting? Carter, what are you watching?
You know, I think the sequencing here calls for a bounce, and it has nothing to do with your long-term view or your view of earnings or multiple contraction. Just the here and now seems a bit overdone. Let's look at a few tables and charts and try to figure it out together. So what we know, since the Jan 4 peak, there have been 4 distinct sell-offs and 3 distinct rebounds. Let's examine those. So the next slide depicts the 4 very clear sell-offs from the Jan 4 high. You see magnitude and duration, and while there's a bit of variance, they're typically, 3 plus minus weeks and down 10 to 15%. Now look at the rebounds. Also, they're shorter in duration, but have been 10% plus or minus. Here and now, let's look at the chart of the S&P with those annotations drawn in. Basically, sequencing, if you will, would call for a rebound. It doesn't matter whether you call it a bear market rally or just a ricochet. It's just that throughout history, whenever you have a primary trend, this is clearly a downtrend, you have counter trend moves, just as you have counter trend moves when you're in an uptrend, pullbacks. And so my thinking is this is what is due. Now, the final chart I have here is just the long-term chart of the S&P. It's a beautiful, not because I made the chart, it's just a beautiful 45-degree angle. It is the entire 2009, 2022 bull market. And we are now precisely to the penny at the midpoint of that channel, exactly down 24%. My thinking here is this is where sequencing calls for a bounce. And I would just point out one other thing. At the end of last year in December, that's 6 months ago, the Russell 3000, the broadest aggregate we have, was down 1-2%. And yet, I mean, you're talking about the internals. At that moment, in late December, half of all stocks in the index had already lost 20%. Now, we have 35% of the index down 50%. Just as there was no worry in the market in December, now almost everyone's hysterical. I think you take the road less traveled.
What is the level of the upper band in that channel, Carter? What kind of bounce should we expect?
Oh, well, that would be getting us close to the highs. That's sort of way out there in the future. But if you were to just continue the sequencing of these very distinct sell-offs and rebounds, a 10 to 12% rebound is what would be in order.
Okay. Carter, thank you. Carter Worth of Worth Charting. Guy, you agree?
I do, and that's what I thought would happen today when I talked about it last night. Clearly that was wrong, but Carter's work speaks for itself. And what he didn't mention, there are also some unfilled gaps now in the chart on the upside, which inevitably will be filled. So I do think, to Karen's earlier point as well, and Brian mentioned as well, some of the most mind-numbing rallies take place in bear markets we are now statistically in, so I can use that term. I think inevitably we go down to that 33, 3,400 level. But first, I think you have this 8 or 9% rally to the upside.
And what sorts of sectors, BK, do you think could rally in this sort of mind-numbing within a bear market rally?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably looking at some of the stuff that was the high flyers, most oversold or most shorted now. So, maybe you look at tech or something like that. That absolutely could happen. I think, one point here, and Karen made it earlier, is this is a market that you want to play with options because you know what your risk is going to be. So even if you're wrong, you're not going to lose 10%, maybe you're going to lose 1%. And I think that's how you have to play this market because, to Carter's point, we are down 20, 30%. We are due for some kind of a bounce. It will happen at some point in time, and you don't want to be max short when that happens.
Tomorrow morning, Karen, we want to see what the follow-through is to today's big sell-off. What are you looking at first?
Well, I want to see the VIX, and I want to see what happens to the 10-year. I don't even know if that means up or down, to be honest. But this sense of panic, and, we often call the VIX the fear indicator. I'd like to see that. I would probably buy more calls.